So, one of the things people say is that when you go from industry A to industry B, you bring your skill set from industry A into industry B, right? So, if you are a very good computer programmer, okay, you take Elon Musk or what, you're very good in computer related things, and also when they bring that to building cars, suddenly you find cars that are like computers or handphones, right? So you got software updates and all these touch screen things and all that. So they're bringing all that technology from that field into this traditional car making field, and people are enjoying the benefits. However, it's not always positive. Sometimes you can bring bad habits from one industry to another. So in this case, I mentioned how from the peak of Rajini and Kamal, even way into Ajith Vijay period, you saw Rajini was really improving. In fact, his films like Indiran and all, he went into Kamal territory in terms of makeup and acting efforts and all as a hero and villain and all these things. But you saw Vijay and Ajith, in fact, deteriorate more and more into fan service kind of films where the hero's leg is shown in slow motion and hero turns around in slow motion and they just make the money. Right, so it's very clear why sincere, genuine efforts by industries, small industries like Sandalwood, Karnataka, Kerala films, Andhra films, and all were really, really performing at pan India level where Kollywood was going down. So, who's responsible for that? Which heroes are very focused on the biggest remuneration and yet the minimal effort put in? The Kollywood heroes, especially the Ajit Vijay generation, right? So these people were the cause for Kollywood to slow down so much. That's my hypothesis. So in other industries, the hero allows a lot of the budget to be poured into the production itself. Hero salary comes later, like once the profits are made after the film is released and so on, right? There is some justification for Hollywood heroes because sometimes producers can give you some false numbers saying, oh, actually didn't do well, and then you don't get the salary. So they have to come to some kind of middle level. A salary has become like this kind of marketing game where the news outlet says, oh, this person made this much crores of salary, and using this news, then they pressurize other producers. So they make sure producers are totally ruined. Recently, we saw in Kollywood how 2 or 3 big producers simply went out of business, and even neighboring states who came in here without knowing the poisons in Kollywood got burned, right? So if you are someone with money going into production, well, unless you are a deep insider like Kamal or what, you're gonna really be taken for a ride. And even Kamal himself is struggling because of being a producer, right? Recent loss in Thug Life and asking Rajini to bail him out with a new project and so on. So this culture is Vijay bringing into politics, right? So now they are going to bring standards of politics down. During the era of Karnanidhi and all those old school guys, how they used to speak quality pure Tamil on the stage, and at least something was there in that, right? Skills and so on. But now we've got people like Vijay who might speak maximum for what 5-10 minutes, and the kind of joke is that the single interview that Ajith gave recently with the Hollywood Reporter, the duration was longer than Vijay's entire speech during his whole political career, right? So Vijay has brought the standard of politicians down so much that just giving a single open press interview, right, press meet will be considered a big achievement. I think the whole of Tamil Nadu will go into celebration for 1 week if Vijay's fans are going to say that, wow, see, my hero gave an interview, wow. So you see how much he have brought that standard down, all right. Like, I'm not even going to talk about the 42 deaths associated with the attempt to create mass. See, again, culture from cinema. In cinema, they want to make a film run, they will create this artificial theater will be empty, but they will buy all the tickets to give impression it's running for 100 days, all this kind of fake reviewing, everything. So that culture, there is a big rumor that one of the popular 3-person media that's now popular in Kollywood has some gold coins given by Vijay, which was admitted by one of the 3 so-called journalists themselves. And then there's a question of ethics right there. So this kind of culture is brought into politics. So things are gonna go down the drain. But will Vijay be CM of 2026? That's very interesting to